It is time for another helmet review on my YouTube channel, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the Smith Engage mountain bike helmet. And with it being a mountain bike helmet, it favors protection over weight. And I've been using this helmet for gravel and also for mountain biking, and I would say it's definitely more of a mountain bike helmet. Now don't get me wrong, this is not a heavy helmet. I'm just comparing it to helmets that I've used for cross-country mountain biking and for gravel riding, where I use a road helmet or the Outdoor Master that I reviewed on my channel before. This is a very lightweight helmet, but the Engage, like I said, offers some really good protection. So you can see in the back there, it really drops down low to protect the back of your head, and it is a MIPS style helmet. MIPS technology is great. I've actually had a couple crashes in the last few years where I could really feel the MIPS working. So I slid out, hit my head on the side, and I could feel the helmet rotate. And it is just a great technology that has improved helmet safety. So let me talk about a few features of this helmet that I really like. First of all, the visor. I really like this visor. So the visor flips up, and that does two things. One, it allows you to put glasses and goggles underneath, which you would do if you're riding and it's getting dark and you don't need the glasses, or if you're climbing and you don't want your glasses or goggles to fog up. What's nice about this helmet for glasses is it allows the arms to go underneath. Even though there's kind of some honeycomb here, the glasses can still fit in the slots underneath, and they hold very securely. I've ridden on the trails with these like this, and the glasses will not fall out. So I really like that. I've not used this helmet with goggles, but you can do the same thing with goggles to put them underneath when you don't need them. Now, I will say that with this helmet being a bit heavier than like a cross-country helmet, you can feel the weight more in the front. And with the glasses on, I found that if you're on really rough mountain bike trails with the glasses on top, it can weight the helmet too much. And so it's more designed for if you're riding smoother trails, or like I said, you're climbing and you don't need the glasses on your face. I'll also say that the straps on this helmet are really crucial to get right. There are some helmets that I've used where the straps, you can kind of let them hang loose and it's no big deal. They're just there to keep the helmet on your head in case you should fall. The straps on this helmet, I found you really got to get dialed for the comfort and for the fit. And if you don't, for me personally, I found that the helmet could hang down a little bit too low. What's also nice about this helmet is it's got 3 positions for the retention system there. So you can slide that up or down. And when I first got the helmet, it was down too low, which caused the helmet to sit too low on my head. Once I moved it up in the higher position, it allowed the helmet to rise up so it wasn't blocking my view too much, and then it was fine. So it's pretty adjustable, but as I mentioned, you really got to get the straps dialed in so the helmet doesn't come down too low on your forehead. And also for comfort. Now this is just me. I found if the straps were too loose, the retention system kind of put a little bit too much pressure on the back of my head. Once I got the straps tightened and in the right position, that was fine. This is a really high quality helmet, by the way, at a really good price point. I've seen this helmet, I don't want to say the exact price because I've seen quite a range, but it's not a very expensive helmet. And so for the style and also the protection, this is a really good option for a mountain bike helmet. I mentioned that there were 2 reasons why I like the visor flipping up and down real easily. The second one is because when I'm on my cross-country bike, I don't like a visor on the trails. My cross-country bike, I'm leaned forward more and a visor can block my view. So if I'm on the trails, on the cross-country bike, I flip the visor up and it's so easy to do. Now it kind of depends on this helmet, but when the visor is down, that obstructs my view slightly on the cross-country bike. If I come out of the woods and I want to block the sun, I can just flip it down. Or if I'm riding to or from the trails on the road, a gravel road, I can put the visor down, and then when I get to the trails and I'm on the cross-country bike riding, I can flip it up. Now I will also mention too that you can put the glasses on top of the visor, and I did that on the gravel ride yesterday. So the arms still fit inside the slot, and that stays on top of the visor. And I actually use a visor. I know this kind of sounds opposite, but I actually use a visor more on a gravel ride than I do on mountain bike trails because I don't wear sunscreen on my face. I'm allergic to sunscreen. It actually makes me nauseous. And so I need a visor on the roads because I want to keep the sun out of my face. So I like having a visor, even though for me this helmet is a bit too heavy for long gravel rides. I would rather wear a lighter helmet, but I do like a visor on the gravel bike. And pretty standard on most helmets today, you do have a dial in the back to adjust the tension of the helmet retention system. Now, I've also been trying out some glasses by Smith called the Momentum, and I want to mention those in this review also in case you're interested in some glasses. So the Momentum are the kind of style that I really like in that they don't have a bridge in the middle, and I don't like a bridge obstructing my view. They're really wide. This is a very common style today. Now these come with two different lenses. The lenses that I'm talking about are these, and I really like this lens, by the way, because it's a warmer lens. I really like warmer lenses because it makes the grass look greener and it just makes everything look more pretty. But it's also a very stylish lens. Now, I will say that these glasses, there's one issue I've had with these glasses, and that is riding in really hot weather. The bridge on the Momentum glasses is not bendable. And I have a very narrow nose bridge, and I found when I get really hot and sweaty, now I live in a very hot and humid environment, and when it gets super hot and I'm covered in sweat, these glasses will slide down on my nose. And so I actually don't use these glasses when it's really hot. Now, the instructions that come with these glasses, by the way, I could not really change the lenses easily with the instructions, but I did find a better way to change the lenses, and once I discovered that, it was easier. And I'm going to show that up close in case you're interested. But I just wanted to show the Momentum glasses. In fact, let's go ahead and change these lenses. So just in case you pick up a pair of these, the easiest way I found to change these lenses is to use two fingers, or actually two thumbs, and push on this piece in the middle. And that way you can bend the glasses and get this little piece right there out. And once you do that, the lenses come out very easily, and you can put in the other lenses. So again, the instructions, it was just too hard. I couldn't get that piece out until I did it with my thumbs, but that way it's very easy to do. The Momentum glasses come with a really sturdy case that holds the extra pair of lenses. You've got a bag that doubles as a cleaning cloth, so it allows for the glasses to stay secure and be really protected. So that is the Engage helmet and also the Momentum glasses by Smith. If you've used either of these, let us know in the comments below what your experience is. And if you have any other questions or comments, drop those below as well, and I'll try to answer them. I do have an affiliate link for these, so if you are interested in picking up some of these, click on the affiliate link that I'll put in the description in case you want to check these out. With that, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.